Hey there, got a bonus video for you as it is the week of celebrating gratitude. But I don't believe in that. I believe that every day is a celebration of gratitude when we practice, when we're willing to practice this amazing, vital spiritual tool, I believe. Gratitude is like soul medicine. And even though we have it on the calendar to have Thanksgiving, which has various meanings for different people, so for me, I like to just claim it as a day of thanks or thanks living instead of Thanksgiving, but really like to emphasize that gratitude, just like your vitamins, just like water, just like sunshine, if we can have it daily, is really essential and needs to be practiced daily. So welcome to the Soul Nurturer channel. I invite you to take a few minutes with me. I know you're busy. Life is busy. And you know what? 5 minutes to sit down, even if you only watch and stay with me for 5 minutes, will help refill your tank, your well. And so take a seat with me if you can. This is only going to be like 20 minutes or so. I never know, because basically I have a topic and I kind of just let the topic unfold through me. What is perhaps needed to be heard, shared, perhaps just something to catch you in this moment that lifts your spirit. So that's my intention with the Soul Nurturer channel, to nurture your soul, to invite you to practice nurturing your soul. For when we nurture our souls, we grow our potential. Okay, so thanks for being with me. And so gratitude and Thanksgiving. I want to start with this. Everything we do, every word actually that we use, every holiday, everything, we have our own unique associations to. Memories, association, the way it should be, the what's supposed to happen, how we do it, why we do it, and what we enjoy about it, right? So Thanksgiving, as I said, I like to reframe it to thanks living as a reminder to be thankful for life, thankful for this gift of life, for our own life, for the world around us. But I want to invite you to expand the practice of gratitude a bit more. So, do you know when the best time to practice gratitude is really? It's when you need it the most. Quite honestly, I had this idea to do this video a couple days ago, and I was so amped up on it. I was so excited, and I had all these ideas of gratitude, and I was feeling grateful and feeling joyful. And then when I had time to do it today, I was kind of in a little bit of a lower space. Not, just kind of quiet inside and not really wanting to do a video. And I thought, well, you know what? The best time to practice gratitude, or maybe talking about gratitude, is when you need it. Again, I think that gratitude is like soul medicine. It's like water for a plant. It perks it up. It perks us up. It expands our energy and helps us refocus. So some good times to practice gratitude: whenever you need it, whenever you are feeling authentically grateful, and when you need to get unstuck from, say, you're fixated on what's not working, what's wrong, what's not good enough in yourself or in others or in the world, what you're frustrated by. Good time to practice two things: acceptance, number one, and gratitude. Well, gratitude is like acceptance amplified, because when you offer gratitude, you're sort of saying, yes, this is how it is, it's how it was, and I can give thanks for it or the person, just as it was or just as it is. So I like to invite you to think about gratitude not just for this moment, but gratitude for the past. What did you learn in the past? What did you grow through in the past? What was grown through you in the past? Strengths and gifts, things that in the moment you were going through, it didn't feel like it was a good thing. And then later, with perspective, you can see the gifts there, right? So, gratitude for the past, gratitude for this very present moment, just as it is. Again, right now, whatever you're going through, or I like to say growing through, something is unfolding yet to be seen, right? You're being changed by your very life circumstances right now. So you could give thanks right now for greater yet to be, or even leaning into the challenge and giving thanks. Since we are still in this time of quarantine, we went back into quarantine if we have a spike of the virus. It's a good time of reflection and to reset the last 9 months of life being very different because of this virus, that we can now, and some of us, we had some stepping away from, being on lockdown, and we reintegrated into life and we created new ways to be in our world. I'm still doing Zoom sessions and phone sessions primarily. But with some perspective, even with the frustration or the resistance, we could look and say, what can we be grateful for during this time? What can we be grateful for? I was grateful for the time to kind of turn within and get more clear about my mission and what it was I was still wanting to do to expand my mission and vision of supporting others and nurturing soul potential and being a soul guide and a companion to others on their journey. And I've heard from a lot of clients and friends moments of perspective shift. They can be grateful for more time with their kids, more time to pick up old hobbies or skills or things that they wanted to do. So find some time of what you're grateful for in the past, and it doesn't have to be recent past. You can go way back and then come back to this present moment. What are you grateful for in this moment? Okay, what's fresh on your heart? You do feel some genuine gratitude, or what are you struggling with that you can even say, thank you for this challenge, thank you God for this challenge, for I know something is going to grow out of it. It's going to be you and other things. We don't know what will be on the other side of the challenges, so give thanks. There's a practice, and I was thinking about it. I was almost looked it up because I'm not 100% certain. So check me on this and comment below if you have the more accurate information. But I want to say that it is a practice in China with the physicians or the practitioners helping people with their healing journey. That no matter what the crisis is to say thank you first for it. Gratitude for this health crisis. Gratitude that it opens the healing journey with perspective and engagement and possibility of moving with what is towards greater healing, not just physical, but emotional and mental. That's what gratitude does. It expands all of us. I think it's almost a reset back to our soul, right? To the energy we came in with. We don't have any resentment in our soul. We don't have any guilt in our soul. We don't have any regret or any of that. That's all in our human experience, right? So gratitude expands our heart and soul so much that it's almost like a factory reset back to our genuine, authentic way of being, our true self, our soul, nature, okay? So present moment gratitude. And then I like to practice what I call giving thanks in advance for the things yet to be. So what are you visioning for? What are you hoping for? We don't have to go big scale. We can go to the thing that's frustrating you right now. What would be the opposite of that? I'm feeling limited. I want to feel expanded. I want to feel more expressed. I want to feel more connected. Give thanks in advance. Thank you, God. Thank you, however you connect. Thank you for bringing me and delivering me to an opportunity in the not too far future where I can fully express myself, where I can feel expanded in purpose, where I could feel more connected in the way I desire to be connected. Okay, so give thanks in advance as well. That's very helpful. Now, I'm going to invite you to play a bigger game. Are you ready? I don't know why I've been saying bigger game lately. I'm not even really a sports person, but you know, we think about it. We could think about life as being a game, not a competitive game where you win the game. That's a whole nother, that's an Enneagram 3. I'm really getting into Enneagram, studying it more and more. So I think I might do some videos on that, but this isn't about competition with yourself or anybody else. This is your life unfolding. And so I guess not play a bigger game, like bring your bigger self, bring your soul nature to everything, right? So here's how to expand some gratitude. Let's stay with ourselves first. We'll start here. What is something that you feel frustrated by with yourself, or something that you, quite frankly, can be in judgment about? Something about your body, something about your appearance. Okay. You know, for me, I want to be honest, getting, you know, into aging a bit more and noticing the aging a bit more. And I often say it's like when you have a birthday. I just had a birthday this month, actually. And I'm like, what is God up there with the calendar? Oh, here we go. Let's add a few wrinkles and some wisdom highlights. And there you go. Well, some days I'm really, really accepting. And even some days I'm really grateful to see the changes. But a lot of days I'm like, okay, let's got to get used to this. This is something new. So, you know, I think honestly that life is a huge practice for all of us in acceptance, learning acceptance more and more and more and more deeply. And as you get older, there are more things to practice with acceptance with. But gratitude is a way to go. So say, you know, I'm bothered by something connected to aging. Then I turn it into gratitude, right? I'm so grateful for, say wisdom highlights. Okay, I'm so grateful that I'm going to save some money on getting highlights in my hair. My natural highlights are coming in. So gratitude for what is. But gratitude is another way, again, to expand energy of that feels good, like joy and delight. But it also, and helping you make peace with what is, right? But it's just a reset. Okay, so practicing with something with your body, perhaps, you know, say, okay, here's another one. You know, I have shared that I was experiencing some chronic pain, been doing so much better, but I did need to practice when I was really, really limited. And even now with some things I still can't do quite the way I used to. I have gratitude for what I can do. I think last video I talked about find your can do and the can't do. So gratitude for what I can do. And you know what? The more intense, the more expanded gratitude. I'm grateful to be in this life, in this body. Wow. What a gift. What a gift, right? So again, gratitude being the reset. We can be so focused on what's not right, what's negative, all the flaws of our being, or I want to say perceived flaws, because who decided it was a flaw? Where'd you get that from? Who told you, right? Where do we get these messages about what's beautiful, what's not beautiful? So we get to decide that. So focus in. This is, again, expanding the practice of gratitude. Focus in on the thing that really gets you about your body, your physical appearance, or maybe a habit or pattern you have. Give thanks first. Doesn't mean that you're saying this is how it's always going to be, or you're attaching yourself to it being that way. You're giving thanks, giving gratitude to bring some joy, some lightness. And you know what happens in joy and lightness? A whole nother perspective, a whole nother way of seeing and being. Okay? So, one more expanded practice of gratitude. You ready? Who's something that really bothers you or triggers you? Or maybe you had a falling out or disagreement and there's some separation. Remember last time too, if you watched the previous video, I talked about The pain comes from within us. When we close our love down, we shut down the connection, we shut down the love, and that hurts more. Love and gratitude can continue to flow. It just has to be activated through us. It's our choice, right? So someone that you've had challenges with, or currently in a challenge with, and you kind of get stuck in there. Pema Chodron calls it that chempa, where we get hooked into something and we're just stuck. And in that stuckness, what are you present to? Well, you're probably not present to joy. You're probably not present to love. You're probably present to, disgruntled and grumpy energy, right? Which do you choose? So here's what I suggest, and do practice this at the level that you can. And that is just find one thing you can be grateful for that person or the experience with the person. Thanks to this person, I'm learning to find my voice and speak up. Thanks to this person, I'm reminded how much I value honest communication, whatever it is, right? So that will dissolve some of that stuck energy and, unfavorable energy, if you will, and shift it to being at peace and acceptance, and even more than that, expanded view of that person, of that situation. So again, even this last 9 months where you were kind of still frustrated. Another way to find something to give thanks for is when it's part of your old story. Our old stories are like the ruts in our subconscious mind, and telling a story, and then boom, we're right back into the time that she said this and he did this and I didn't get this and blah, blah, blah. And we're in that wounded victim place. Ooh, what a rich, rich place to practice gratitude. I know this is really stretching. I know, but I promise you, it's like, again, with acceptance or forgiveness, any of these spiritual tools, gratitude reviews something that you're hooked into and changes your perspective, clears out that stuck energy, and brings forward what you need in this moment, for your life, for your energy, for your vitality. Okay? So those are some ways to expand. Comment if you have any questions on that. One of these days, I'm going to be brave enough to go live. I haven't done that yet. I think mostly because I don't know how to, do the chat while I'm trying to talk. But I'm going to stretch to that, maybe in 2021. Okay, so I want to make sure I had a few notes here that I wanted to just follow up on. Oh, yes, one of my favorite quotes about gratitude. And let me say the quote, and I'll tell you why it's one of my favorite quotes. And it's from Meister Eckhart, and it is, if the only prayer you said was thank you, that would be enough. That would be enough. And why I love this quote is we can get so rattled with how it should look. How should gratitude look? What should a prayer look like? How do I pray? What do I pray about? And this enoughness, which I think most people struggle with. You are enough just as you are, right where you are. And what you offer with a genuine heart of gratitude is enough, is sufficient. So let's let go of right or wrong way and just practice what you can, how you can, as long as your intention is for offering thanks, giving thanks. So that's all I had for you today. I just wanted to reach out and give you all a virtual hug and give thanks for all of you who watch my channel. Thank you. I'm about to hit a milestone here. I have 91 subscribers. Wow, awesome. I was going to give away a session randomly tomorrow on Thanksgiving to one of my subscribers, but I don't know how to look at the name, so I'm not able to do that. But 91, I'm getting closer to 100. So thank you. Thank you to all of you who spend time with me, listening to me share about topics that are part of my work, my career as a transformational hypnotherapist and soul guide. And sometimes I just have random talks that are on my heart as another human being having this life experience, because I believe with all my heart when I share a video, I'm reminded, and hopefully I'm reminding you, that we're not alone. We share very, very common experiences, even though we are very, very unique. Isn't that a great thing? So thank you, thank you, thank you. With all my heart, I give thanks to you. So may this time of gratitude, where there's so much focus on gratitude, just invite you to make it a daily practice. Every day, especially when you most need it, simply ask, what am I grateful for? Or where am I stuck? So I can offer some gratitude to lift myself up, the situation up, and the person up. Okay. Peace and grace be with you every day. And I want to hear from you in the comments about how gratitude lifts you and helps you reset and restore that beautiful soul potential of yours. Take good care until next time.